What does setback mean to you? What if I told you that setbacks are here to make you better? Every champion was once a contender that refused to give up. Every story you admire was written in moments of doubt, in seasons of defeat. Every setback you face today is not the end. It's the beginning of your comeback. Setbacks aren't signals to stop. They're setups. Setups for something greater, something stronger, something the world has yet to see. We often see success and think it came easy, but behind every triumph is a moment when quitting seemed like the only option. Take the story of Walt Disney. Today, the name Disney is synonymous with imagination, wonder, and magic. But did you know that Walt Disney was once fired from a newspaper job because his editor said he lacked creativity? Think about that. The man who created Mickey Mouse, Disneyland, and a universe of dreams was told he wasn't creative enough. It didn't end there. His first animation studio, Laugh-O-Gram Studios, went bankrupt. He had no money, no employees, barely any hope left. But Disney didn't see these failures as final. He saw them as lessons. He packed a suitcase, moved to Hollywood, and with nothing but a few sketches and a stubborn belief in his dream, started again. Today, the Disney legacy isn't just entertainment. It's proof that a setback, even bankruptcy, even rejection, is just the setup for a legendary comeback. The world may close doors. They may laugh, doubt, even forget you. But if you refuse to stay down, if you dare to dream again, your comeback can be greater than you ever imagined. Sometimes setbacks aren't failures on paper. They are the punches life throws that knock us to the ground physically, emotionally, and spiritually. No one exemplifies this better than Bethany Hamilton, the professional surfer who, at 13, survived a shark attack that took her left arm. For most people, that would be the end. The dream would dissolve into fear and pain. But Bethany made a choice. Her story wasn't over. 1 month after the attack, she was back in the water. 2 years later, she won her first national surfing title. Bethany's comeback wasn't about the wave she conquered. It was about the fear she refused to submit to. It was about the belief that though life would never be the same, it could still be beautiful, powerful, inspiring. Today, she's not just a surfer. She's a symbol of resilience for millions. Your pain is valid. Your struggle is real. But it is not bigger than your spirit. The comeback begins the moment you refuse to let the storm define you. Thomas Edison, the man behind the electric light bulb, once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Before he succeeded, Edison faced failure after failure, thousands of experiments that ended in nothing but frustration. But he didn't call it failure. He called it progress. Each setback brought him closer to the solution. Each mistake was a brick laid on the path to greatness. Imagine if Edison had given up after the 100th failure, the 1,000th, the 9,999th. But he didn't. And because of that, the world was changed forever. Failure isn't falling down. Failure is staying down. Every time you rise, bruised, battered, tired but determined, you are building a legacy. What if the thing you think is holding you back is the thing that will propel you forward? Setbacks teach you things success never could. How strong you really are. How deeply you believe. How much you're willing to fight. When the path is easy, you don't grow roots. You don't build resilience. But when the path is hard, when the winds are against you, that's when greatness is born. Think of the seed buried underground. It struggles in darkness, unseen. But that pressure, that isolation, is what pushes it to break through the soil and reach for the sun. You are that seed. You are not buried by your setbacks. You are planted, and it's time to rise. Right now, you might be in the middle of your setback. You might feel like you're standing alone, like the weight is too heavy, like the night is too dark. But listen carefully. The comeback doesn't start when the situation changes. The comeback starts when your mindset changes. When you say, "This is not how my story ends." When you decide, "I am bigger than this pain." When you declare, "My destiny is still alive." You are not finished. You are not broken beyond repair. You are a comeback story in the making, and the best chapters are still unwritten. The greats aren't the ones who never fell. They're the ones who never stayed down. You too have that same power. You too have the right to fight for your dreams. You too can turn your deepest pain into your greatest platform. So the next time you face a setback, smile, because the comeback is closer than you think. Setbacks are not the end. They are the beginning. They are the cracks where the light breaks in. Rise, fight, believe. Your comeback will be the story the world never forgets. This is because you were relentless and resilient. With a relentless spirit in you, wake, rise, conquer.